Alright, here we go again with another installment of modeling yet another cutaway house. And we've done 3 rooms here. And we're going to move on to this room right down here. Alright. And as before, I think we'll be able to use some objects already. For example, the picture frame. So let's see. You know, it looks pretty similar in size to the top one, a little bit smaller perhaps, but I think I can just grab that and bring that down. I don't think I'm going to need to change the size of that, to tell you the truth. Period key to zoom in, and let's check the position for that. Yeah, we can adjust that in a bit anyhow. Let's go with that for now. For now. And we've got this sofa here, which looks very similar to this, doesn't it? Fortunately. And so I imagine we could grab that and just use that. Let's see what we can do. So we got this as one piece, right? A shifty. Bring that guy over. That's not going to help. Alright, so what do we got going on here? We got to make a 3-seater out of this. So I think what I'll do is I will grab this and this, Control L, and I'm going to go P and break it out. So I got, that guy there, eh? And, oh, there we go, I can look at that. Well, actually, what I'll do is I will, let's hide that. Take just that and copy it, Shift D. Now, I might want to rebuild the sides of that. Now that I think about it, like that, even just that side. Maybe the other side too. Okay. So I'm going to copy this. Now let's see. Fit pretty snugly together, of course. And maybe I need to move this face in line. Let's try that. Let's put down edge selection and just move it like that. Maybe I need to do the same on this one. That work? That's going to be fine like that. Let's turn that off. Okay, let's come into the chair itself, the wireframe, and I'm going to shift and select. I think I'll go for just vertices like that, and then I can pull it out and think about how I want this to be. seems to be embedded a little bit. I don't know if embedded was the right word. I think I need that there. Yeah, on the outside. Maybe I need to do the same with this one. I don't know, it's just looking weird. Let's have another look at this. No, that looks fine. Okay. Just want to look at the length of this. Yeah, I think that could work. So I think I'll take all this stuff and I'm going to join it again. And now I have my couch. Cool. And then we have a very difficult object to model of this thing here. Wow. Okay. Shift D. Bring that up and scale it. I'm just moving it into the corner here. And it looks like it's hard to tell. Maybe it lines up with the back and comes almost to the front. Let's look from there. Let's P to break this out and set the origin of geometry. All right, well, how high does this come up? Maybe to the height of the chair, sofa. Maybe to around there. All right, let's select that and then this and Control L and apply that bevel to it. I'm gonna need a lamp. Let's try to get in this guy. Shift D. There is a lamp, is there not? There is. Is it similar enough? Yeah, it's similar enough. Okay. I think we'll take this face, Shift D, and to copy it and scale it down to make that looks like an iPad or something. Give it just a little bit of thickness, and I'll hit I to inset like that, and I'll E to extrude, and I'll pull it down a bit. Let's Control L. Actually, we'll do this in object mode. Yeah, it's the same piece, so we'll take it. Control L. P, we'll separate it by selection. And set the origin of geometry, and I'll just push it down. I'm not going to get rid of back faces right now. I can sit there. Okay, so make a little desk. I'm going to copy this floor once again. pretty much against the wall and into the window section there. What are we doing here? I'm gonna grab this edge and pull it in a bit. See how wide it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's separate it out. Yeah. Let's take the whole thing and bring it up. How high is this thing? It looks like it's a little bit above the picture, so that'd be all right. Let's just try it this way. I'm going to extrude these two edges down. And select the whole thing. We'll try E Alt S. Okay, it's going to go like that. So let's move any doubles. Let's try solidify. That's looking good. Yeah, right, well, I'll have to straighten these edges, that's fine. How thick is it? It's about that thick, actually. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that, and then I'll come in here. I'll look at this thing. Which way is the right way? Okay, well. Alright, fine. I'm going to select these right here, and I'm going to go SX0 to straighten them, and these ones SX0. I'll do the same on this side. SX0. Box select those ones. SX0. Yeah. And what about another direction? Everything looks okay in that direction. Select those, Control L modifiers, and that'll work. Yeah, alright. Probably doesn't look very nice on this. Let's see if I can up it and see if I get any nice effect. It's possible that what I might do with this, we'll see. I might go Control B. Roll my mouse out once. Let's see if I get any nice effect from there. Bit of a bevel on that edge. Well, in that case, I might not do it that way. Let me try this one first. And then this one. From a distance, I won't get any weirdness. Now, for this guy, I could get rid of bottom faces, and I could be a little bit more consistent with that as well. And I'll get rid of this and stuff too. I'm sure I got them elsewhere. Looks a bit. Space there. Yeah, laptops I never really liked doing. I'm gonna do this chair. I'm just looking around to see. Could have taken that to make some of that. All right. Well, we'll just do a chair. Wait a second. Nah, this has got a bunch of bevels on it now that I think about it. So instead what I'll do is I'll just take this piece and separate it out. And take this and delete it and just use that maybe. If there's nothing weird on it, let's select it and let's look at the vertices. Only 4. Okay, let's rotate X 90. Scale. Okay. So, nope, don't do that. Yeah, so I'm going to use that piece, right, to build a chair. Is it higher? More high than it is. Well, it looks pretty similar actually. And copy that piece and bring it down here. On the other hand, it might be simpler to not do that. It might be simpler to just take this, Shift D, bring it down, give it a bit of thickness like that. And on this, select both of those faces and inset a little bit, and then Control E, bridge edge loops, make that. I can adjust all that if I want it thinner. Let's do the legs, and the way I would do that is I'll take that piece, Shift D, I'll scale it. Zoom right in. And I think what I'll do is I'll take the chair and Shift H to isolate it. These legs don't look too thick. Look, kind of like that. Let's try it anyhow. I'm gonna hit E to extrude and come down. A little bit on the outside of that. What I'll also do is I guess I'm gonna Control L and break it out. And set the origin of geometry on that guy. And I'll delete that face there. And then I'm just gonna decide, I do want the leg kind of under the chair like that. So does that mean that for this, I would have to just generally scale it like that? I could do that. And if I wanted to, I could select all those and I could scale that out. If I wanted a bit thinner. Just reduce the bevel on that and on this a little bit. And then what I could do is I will select that face, Shift S, cursor to select it. That'll bring my 3D cursor right there. And then with that selected, I'm going to actually set the origin of the 3D cursor. With that selected, I can mirror this, those legs, and then just work on one of them. Get rid of that bottom face. Okay, that's obviously not right. This stuff here, so I'll get that going in a second. Yeah, the bar is going to come all the way to the back. That's not a problem at all. So what we'll do is we'll go in to the legs again. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that mirror. And then I'll take these legs here, though, once that's applied. Control it now. We'll look from where we're going to look from the side there. And just pull these ones right to the back with a little bit of underhang there, if that makes sense. And then I'll take this thing and just want to look in wireframe, box select the back, and I'll just make them touch there. Is that what I want? Or I want it there. A little higher, maybe. I'm going to say that this comes up to about halfway of the desk, because I'm feeling like something is a little odd on this chair. And I'm not sure what it is, so I'm just going to move it into position. Move it down a bit and see if that looks right to me. Maybe it's this. Yeah, I think it's all right. It's just a simple chair, is all. Maybe I can move this front piece back a tiny bit so there's just a bit less. No, maybe not. Yeah, it's just a chair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. What's next? Cup. So how about just looking at, yeah, right. Bring this 3D cursor there. Okay. Circle of 18. Extrude it up, scale it out, not too big. Just make it as one piece, for now. E, S, E, E. Looks more like the vase. Let's close it off. Grid fill. I'm maybe going to go for 2. And I think I'll bevel these edges. Control B. I might just do it that way. If I just smooth it, I get that. And just out of curiosity, has auto smooth help me? If that was off in the distance like that, I don't know if that's the right size. I think that'd be all right. Now, can I use this to make the pot as well? The pot for the plant. They look very similar in size, for the base. So I might just come in here, and in face selection, I hit, I don't know what I hit, C, to bring up the paint select tool and get rid of those faces, and maybe even shift alt and click and get rid of control plus to expand my selection and get rid of those faces as well, and then shift alt and click those edges, and maybe go out one and scale, and then grab that edge again. Bring it up. Start making this thing. Now, we could try solidify it and see how well that does. I do like that, so I'm just going to apply it. I don't think this will look very good with the bevel. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to do the trick on this. So I think I'll need a subdivision surface. We'll see how well that takes. I'll have to come in here and do a bit of work. An edge loop like that and that to straighten that out. An edge loop up there and there. Would that be enough? Well, not for the bottom part. That would need an edge loop to sharpen that. And really, this is looking a little, well, we could just take Shift Alt and click both those edges, and then Control B to sort of split them and put one there. That should clear that up. And not too worried about the inside. And really, Shift H to hide everything else. There's no bottom on this. What I can do is I can get rid of these bottom faces, and that will straighten that up a little bit at the bottom there. Alt H to bring everything back. And then as long as this is resting on there and it's covered up, we won't see the desk. This one is moved forward a bit, and this one I think is moved backwards. Check something. Yeah, I didn't want that on. That's what was bothering me. That was on. I'm just gonna bring one more edge loop down there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, auto smooth was on and it was bothering me. It wasn't looking right. I'm just going to Shift Alt and click that edge there. Yeah, that one. Shift D to make a copy, P to break it out. So I can select that. To the origin jobs. I'm going to turn off the subdivision surface. I'm going to go into edit mode and select it. I'm just going to hit F to make face. And I'll move that up a little bit. That would be like the soil. I'll scale it out a bit if I want. I'm just going to go back in and Control N, or I might even have to manually flip polys here. Nah, that's okay then. going to give it a tiny bit of thickness because sometimes this is a bit weird. So, you know, I don't see inside. That could be the soil there. So I'm going to select that and that, and I'll go Control G. I'll make that a group. Okay, so I'd have that. Is that too big? It might actually be, but we can look at that later. Shift G, choose group, and just move that stuff out of the way. And this guy there. Okay, so what do we got to do? We got to do laptop. And that's it for that room, eh? Okay, cool. I'm going to take that face, Shift D, scale it, P to break it out. Yeah. And it's nice and big. Okay, so what does this thing look like? Two separate pieces. Okay. A bit of thickness, not too much maybe. And we'll just inset. Did I inset? What did I do there? If you're ever unsure, just remove doubles if you have to. Inset like that. Maybe I did that anyhow. We'll recess that down maybe. No, that's not what I wanted. I'll do it like that, and then I'll just take that edge. I'll pull it up. I'll make my keyboard there. Yeah, in that area there. Extrude that down a small amount. And then I can inset this as well. And scale out the X. And then we can always come in here and take this SX0 to straighten it, SX0 to straighten that, and then we can still shape this thing. Might be a little ugly, but hopefully no one's going to notice that. Again, we're there. No, this is going to come up. I don't know if I needed to do that. It doesn't really look right. It really should be a small, you know, not going to be a big rectangle anyhow. I'm going to go back in and I'm not going to do that. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to take this and I'm going to push down. Yeah, that's all right. Copy a piece there. Scale in the X. And extrude up a little bit. I'm going to delete this face and then select Control L and rotate this around 180. Rotate Y 180. So I don't have a back face on it. We'll just make a few buttons. I'm in the desk. Come on into the computer. I'm going to break that out and set the origin geometry. And I'm going to go Control A and set rotation and scale in case I need to. And we'll do an array. In the X, let's separate them out and try not to go too nuts here. Oh, Just do that, and I'll copy that by hand a couple times. Just having a look at my polys once in a while. I'm not really too worried about them. Still not too bad. All right, so I'm going to take those, and I'm just going to hit apply for that, for the array. And we'll take all of that stuff and join it. I can still scale this in the Y if I want. And it goes up close to the end, so. I'm going to take this edge and maybe I'll just extrude it. And then this, and I'll start to make this piece. And it comes up like this. Everything is inset, inset, inset. But that's the way it goes. And I think that's all I would be doing for that. If that's tall enough. Now let's just look with respect to where the plant would be, and then I think it's got to go a little taller. In which case, I'll do it this way. I'll box select that, bring it up. Yeah, I think that'd probably do it. Let's look at the size of the coffee cup relative to the laptop. It seems smaller, so I'm just going to hit S to scale. Yeah, looks about right. That laptop looks a little bit big to me still with respect to the desk, so we'll do that. Yeah, I could live with that. And what the hell am I going to do with this? I'm big on making plants. I'm not very good with organic. I used to use ZBrush. That was good for that kind of stuff. This is simple, but, or should be. I feel like I want to do a star-like thing. And around the edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really know, so we're going to experiment here. I'm just going to select something that's got some. I'm going to bring my 3D cursor to it, and can I do a circle with 6? Probably not. Let's see. And what am I thinking here? Control Shift B. yet. That was very pretty, but this is not what I wanted to do. We can always experiment and see what happens. Definitely not the way I plan to do it, and that's too many, isn't it? Does that matter? Extrude in. Can I just convert that to a circle, please? 6. I didn't really concentrate. Of course, 6 sides, but it's math-like stuff. Control in, flip any polys. It's still awfully pretty. That's not pretty. That is. Just that. Smooth. Sorry about the number of polys on this guy. We'll just put a circle in there in a minute. Or something along those lines. So with that there, maybe I'll bring in the UV sphere. And just go like 12 and 6. I don't know if I can go that low and still be smooth. I think I can. Come on, get in there. Scale this in the Z like this. We'll just sort of put it in there. I think it'd be good enough for what we're doing. Okay. Alrighty. Silliness. Here. Let's do just something like this. I'm going to collapse all these vertices down at the center, so I just have one. And I'm just going to extrude it down into the soil there, roughly like that. And I'm going to convert it to a curve. Alt-C, make it a curve, so I can just do this. For like the stem. Let's assume that was there. And it would do that kind of thing. I don't know, I'm gonna do leaves. This is a model of a, so I'm gonna bring this down. And now that this is the curve, I can just do this. It makes it very simple. We're saving. I don't like when I see that circle. I don't think I need to do anything else with it. I think it looks too big, this part, anyhow. So we'll take this and this, and I'll rotate it, and we'll do that. And that's going to be my little plant. Okay, just to represent, it's not going to be exactly the same as the diagram. I am resisting throwing the sun in there and just looking at it in 3D, which I'm dying to do. But that's what I've got. All right, and so we got to do another couple rooms, and then we can, put on the colors, materials, whatever. Cool. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.